Howdy hackers and welcome to another episode of FairLight TV. Normally there is this issue that we go deep into a subject which is typically very technical and it's also only for one platform. But today we are covering all the platform. We have Stranger, whom you might know from the logo gallery. He's going to pick his 50 favorite logos and we will have a little discussion with each and every one of them. So there is first a little talk in general about him and his career, and then we go into the logos. And I thought that 50 logos was going to be a fair selection because you speak like a minute or less about each of them, but no, I was really wrong. This is a long talk, so it will be a long show. If you don't want to watch all of it at the same time, then just get back and watch the rest of it and watch it in chunks. So sit back and enjoy a very long row of very nice logos with the best guide you can possibly have. Stranger of Hemorrhoids. Okay. Hello, Cedric Chanal, or as people might know you on the scene, Stranger of Hemorrhoids. Welcome.
Thank you, Bacchus. Thank you. I'm happy to be here with you today.
Super, and we can hear from your slight accent that you are French, but you are actually sort of not in original native France. You are in one of the dom-toms. You are in the Caribbean, right?
Exactly, yeah. I'm originally from France. But I leave France in 2000, so I'm a little bit now a Caribbean guy, and I'm far from Europe, but I go there so often because my family is still living there in the south of France.
Mm-hmm.
So. I apologize for my accent and for my bad English, but anyway.
Pas de problème, Cédric, c'est pas de problème.
Thank you. So
there are two things that would be very different with this episode compared to most other episodes. This is an episode which is very platform independent. We will have a little talk about Cedric and his sort of scene career, but after that we will look at 50 of Cedric's favorite logos on all platforms, basically. So there will be Amiga, there will be Atari, there possibly even Amstrad and ANSI and Petsky. So the entire range is covered. So let's sort of open that. Why the 50? Are these your absolute favorites?
Wow, why the 50? It was huge work, because my collection is almost 10,000 logos from every scene.
Yeah.
Of course, there is a lot of Amiga, Commodore 64, and Atari ST. Mm-hmm. But I try always to get some logo from the other platform because I'm a totally fan and addict of demo scene logos. So it's important for me to have a large panel of logos.
So, I mean, reading up on your history, you started on the Commodore 64, but already in, what was it, 80, well, quite early in the 80s, you went for Atari ST, right?
Right. In fact, I started on Commodore 64. It was my first computer in 1983. As many of us who is 50 today. And I was quite young. I was 10 years old, and the only thing I did is to exchange games. And at that time, I went to England every summer, so I meet a guy there who was a swapper. I think he was a swapper for Triad. and I get all my copies from him. And maybe I think there are some FairLight cracks also, and
Maybe.
but you know, at the around 86, the 6-bit computer arrived on the
Yeah.
market, and I was a teenager then, and I was very addict of computing. So, as many of us, I have to unfortunately sell my Commodore 64, and the first computers going out was the Atari ST in 1986.
Mm.
And then the Amiga was sold a few time later,
Mm.
1 or 2 years later, I think. So I follow this. That means that I first both Atari ST, and 2 years later I bought an Amiga.
Oh,
But
so you had both. Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah, so we are quite few on the demo scene to have both, because many scenes move from a scene to another. But it was important for me to stay on the Atari ST scene, because I think it's the scene I was the most involved on the well-known
Mm.
also. So it was important for me to keep my contact all around Europe. And I had my Amiga on my desk, so I was working on the both sides, you know, and
Right.
it was fun to do that. And Hemorrhoids starts on the Atari ST, but in 1992 we create the Amiga section
Mm.
of HMD. So it was cool to swap and to have contact on the both scenes.
Mm.
So I have friends in both computers, in fact, in on Amiga and Atari ST.
And your general profession was organizing and also graphics, right?
Right. In fact, I was swapping and I was organizing. When I first start, my first crew was the corporation in on Atari ST in late 18th. And then at the beginning of the 19th, you know, most of the crackers on the crack group
Mm.
move to a demo scene,
Mm.
move to the they leave the cracks to create
Mm.
more demos, even the more artistic member
Mm.
of the cracking crew. So I did also that. That means that I leave the cracking crew who is a little bit dying,
Mm.
and I went in Emirates. And at this period, at the beginning of the 19th, exactly at the 91, I think, all the members stopped the scene, and the only one stay. It was Sink, and
Mm.
he became the leader of of the crew. And I decided to help him to organize the crew. I recruit all the new members,
Mm.
coders, graphician, and musician, and we start together a new generation of Emirates on Atari ST.
So, do tell me about the name for hemorrhoids. That's I associate that with something rather strange. So,
Yes, everyone wants to know the true story, but in fact, there is no really real true story. I wasn't at the because I wasn't here for the creation of the name. I was in contact with the creator, who is Skyres, but it's quite how can I say? difficult to explain where the name comes from. You know, when you have a 14 years old, you don't really know what are MRAs.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
you and it was. I think it was like it sounds good. You know, it's like humanoid
yeah,
asteroids, and at this time we was in the space. You know.
yeah, yeah.
More so, I think, but anyway, that's the name. The name is great because everyone loved when they saw it, and I think it got a strong impact.
Mm.
If you hear it one time, you know it for all your life. You know.
But I mean, that's the whole purpose with the brand. You should remember it. Having a brand which is very low key, when nobody remembers it, was it this or was it that, then you don't make an impact. So it's better to have something that is a bit weird but people remember it. So I think it's a good choice. Not my first
Finally, I think it's
choice.
a good choice. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I
Exactly.
mean, it's the same with handles. A number of people picked their handles when they were really young, and some of them are not too proud of it. But I tend to reference the two guys in Bite Rapers, Mr. Sex and Dr. Dick. That's sort of as low as you can go. So anything else than that is better. So I, I think you're good.
Okay.
Uh, in general, I mean, coming from Sweden and swapping with others in Scandinavia, in Denmark, in Norway, in Finland, and to some extent Germany, and later in Poland, these were sort of Commodore countries. But France, for me, France was Minitel, and it was the only two groups I know from France would be Transcom and Baby Gang on
Yeah.
the C64. So
Okay.
was it so that home computers was less of a thing because of Minitel, or was it that you were buying Ataris or were on other platforms?
In fact, you know, I think Commodore has a bad marketing in France,
Oh.
and also the other brand was very strong. You know, in France. In the 18th, for example, for the 8 bits computer, we got Thomson and
Mm,
Amstrad. That means that in all the schools they got Thomson. They got a contract with
oh.
the government got a contract with Thomson, and a lot of family buy some Thomson and
Mm,
computer, but also some Amstrad computer because it was less expensive
mm.
also than the Commodore 64. I was very lucky in my case because I don't know why, but my parents both to me a Commodore 64, but they don't know what they buy because they
Good
was in
parents. Good parents.
yes. Thanks to my parents for that.
Yeah.
They choose the right computer because nowadays I'm very proud to be part of the Commodore 64 family. You
Yeah.
know, I'm but my problem was that at school nobody got a Commodore
Mm,
64. Everyone, the few guy with a computer, it was Amstrad or Thomson. So I was very sad. That's why I very early um, develop my swapping activities, you
mm,
know, because the countries very active was England, of course,
mm,
Germany, Sweden, and Scandinavian
mm,
countries. So I'm writing letters and swapping cassette and floppy disk very young.
mm,
And when the 16-bit computer arrived, I would like to not reproduce this problem to have difficulties to
mm,
exchange software and cracking games.
mm,
And all around me, there was only Atari ST guys,
mm.
you know. So. So naturally, I buy an Atari ST, you know, but because I don't want to. It was easier for me to exchange stuff.
It makes total sense, and for me, Atari could have been an option, but there were very few in Sweden. For me, it was basically the C64 or a Spectra Video, which is, I guess, something you've never seen. I've never seen an Amstrad, a real one, and Thomson, I that's sort of a new brand to me. I wasn't even aware it existed.
Exactly.
For me, it's a TV that's Thomson.
Yeah. But it was a huge brand, in fact, a huge French brand. But they only stay in France because I think Commodore was so strong in over European countries that it was too late, you know, to be on the market. So, and it was the same thing finally at the end of the 80s with the Atari ST and the Amiga. There were very few guys who own an Amiga. So even if we have a great demo crew on it, but finally. I bought an Amiga 2 years later because it was a huge machine, and I was somewhere I was happy to come back to Commodore. But I love Atari because I spent so many hours on it, and the demo scene and the crack scene was great, and the parties was very friendly, and I enjoy a lot this scene.
Well, I mean, I mean, Europe, the countries in Europe, most of them are, let's say, quite similar, and the prerequisites on these markets are sort of the same. And it's really interesting that the different brands were differently successful in different markets. I mean, why? Getting a bridgehead early and getting your brand known early, and then my theory here is that when piracy starts and so you buy the computer that your friends at school have, because that's who you can get their games. You know that I want that machine that Charles has because he has also 10 discs with games, and I can get a copy of those from him, and then I can play all those funny games. So yeah.
You're totally right. That's why, yeah, exactly.
So super, but so and you were like what most of us, you faded off the scene for a number of years, and then eventually somebody pulled you back. What was that?
Yeah, right. You know, because I'm living far away from Europe. I'm quite lost in a very tiny island. It's 21 kilometers square.
Yeah.
And you have only one road, and we have nothing here. We have it's only beaches, you know, and the sun. But
Yeah. Boo-hoo,
it's quite nice.
boo-hoo.
But but it's difficult for me to stay up to date and to stay in contact with the scene. So I totally lost for something like 15 years the scene, as many of us also, because of course you got a wife and you got children and a company, and everyone was quite busy. But after years, so the thing changed. And when I go back to the south of France, I visit my old Hemery's friends, Sink, who is active also on the Commodore 64 scene, also on the Amiga. And he didn't give up, so he updates me on all the platform, because he was on Commodore 64, on Amiga, on the Atari ST. He lead the group for 25 years, you know. So we did a little private party, as we used to do, you know, with computers, with pizza and the beers. And he give me, you know, the motivation. And when I went back to my island, I say, wow, yeah, I miss something. I think I miss so much production, so much good, good graphic,
Mhm.
good music. So I spend all my evening on Poet Demo Zoo on YouTube, and I try to um, to go back in all the years I lose. In fact, sorry for my English.
No, no,
Sometimes
no, no.
I'm finding the.
It it's absolutely great. Yeah. You,
So this was
you have
in.
no reason to have a poor confidence in this aspect.
So back in my island, I spent many times on getting back all the forgotten things, you
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
and as I was always a fan of logos, you know,
Mm.
because I think the best thing to resume a demo or a crack intro
Mm.
is the logo, you
Mm.
know, and also because I was part of the graffiti movement in all during all the 19th,
Yeah.
so I like the impact, you know, of
Mm.
letters on the name that you have in front of you, and it's like a slap in your head. So each time you see Fairlight or you know
Yeah.
famous name in front
Yeah.
of you, it's
Yeah.
your brain realize that yeah, it's that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, a good logo is good marketing, always, always. So, is this when you started forming your demo logo gallery on Facebook?
Yeah, exactly. So after watching hours and hours all the demo I missed for all this year,
Yeah.
I decide, you know, to share my collection of logos
Mm.
because I was collecting logos
Mm.
since the beginning,
Mm.
and when the Facebook starts, I think it was around 15 years ago. I create a profile with my pseudonym, with
Mm.
my handle, Stranger HMD, in a goal to find all contacts,
Mm.
all my seniors, European seniors,
Mm.
and it was so fun to get in touch after 20 years with old friends. And every week, something like that, I was posting on my profile uh, the most famous logos of the demo scene. But
Yeah,
after a month,
so it's, I mean, every there will be a link down in the description, but if you don't if you haven't joined the DLG group, you should do that now because there is a constant flow of new logos appearing there, and it's great fun. I mean, if you look at many of the other groups, it takes a lot of time and effort. This is more like a constant flow, a constant reminder of the amazing graphic that has been produced on the scene. So do subscribe.
thank you. Yes, because I work a lot on. So I started DLG on Facebook
Yeah.
in 2019, the first June. So it will be the 5 years anniversary soon.
Congrats.
Yes, we try to have we try to do a little demo, you know, for
Yeah.
the every anniversary every year, because DLG is now also a demo crew
Mm.
um, on PC, and with the members are the most active scener of DLG, in fact. So
Mm.
I create this crew to to go forward, you know,
Mm.
not forward, to go far away. And so now everyone got his job
Mm.
inside of the DLG crew. We have a YouTube channel, we have an on Instagram also. But the most important thing for me is to be able to create a demo, because in fact we are demo sceners, and a demo crew without a demo is not a demo crew, you know.
A demo crew without a demo, it's just a crew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very fun for me to have created a Facebook group who is now well known, because, you know, after I think around after 24 hours there was something like 500 members. And after 1 week, we was almost 1,000, and now we are more than 2,000 members. And as you say, we try every day to post new logos, quality logos, because we, as the beginning, I want to do something quite you know, clean and serious. I want to do it seriously, and I think members see that we try to do some quality, and to manage this Facebook group is not always easy, you know, to have more than 2,000 members, and we need to have some rules. I know that
I know
we
it.
know that
Managing Facebook groups could be very
yes.
difficult.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of time, and it takes me a lot of time at the beginning, because I was quite alone for the 1 or 2 first years. And, I was spending something like 8 hours per day on it. It was a huge work, but I'm very happy today to the result, to have a crew with me, and to have to show to still show new logo every day, you know, because we the first rule is to have maximum of 3 or 4 logo per day, because we, at the beginning, we have too much flood, you know. It was flooding, and sometimes some members was bored, you know, to see too much logos on the thread of Facebook. So I've had some rule, you know, for the respect of everyone, and for everyone, and still enjoying DLG 5 years later. So
so the Facebook group is sort of the prime thing, but you do have Instagram as well, and this is the time where you can also show your great book.
Yes. DLG on Facebook is the main, the main place. I just create Instagram to be there, and to not have someone creating a copy, you know, of
more a
DLG on
placeholder.
Instagram. You know, that's just of that. To be honest, so there is not so much effort on it, but I try to post, because I'm the only one administrator, so I'm the only one who posts a logo. So you can find 1 or 2 logo per week maximum, but so it's less effort. And but in fact, after 2 or 3 years of the DLG, I was contacted by in fact by several editors to do a logo book, and it was for me a dream to do that. But as you know, I'm far away, lost in the ocean, and there is no print company here, and it's very complicated to do it alone. So finally, after some discussion, I decided to do it with a Christoph Editions 64, who already published 2 great Amiga books. And I think it's the quality I was looking for. And we decided to do it together. So I shared my collection, and it was also a lot of hours of work, because you have to read the best quality of the logo to be able to be print in the book. And so I use a lot of emulator and ripping progress and copy, you know, so on the classify, because when you have 10,000 logos, it's not easy. So it was quite hard to select logos on 40 years, because this book show logos from the beginning of the demo scene, in fact the crack scene, because as we all know, the demo scene in fact starts with the cracks. You know that, I think.
Yeah, I do, yes, yes. But I mean, the book is 2.5 kilos. It's
exactly.
a massive product.
It's a massive product. It's 400 pages, and I have to choose. I have to choose between my 10,000 logos. So we arrive at 1,600 logos to be able to fit them in 400 pages, because we want to stay, because 400 pages is already a huge book.
It's absolutely massive. Yeah. Yeah, do you have it handy, or could you show it?
Yeah, sure. So I got my book collection there and something here. So this is the book. So you can see the it's quite large.
Oh.
I don't know if you see it well.
I do. Yes, yes.
So not sure I can turn the pages easily. But
oh, that's a sneak peek. That logo will appear.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is, so you have the year at the bottom of the pages.
Oh.
Because we don't want to lose pages with like a page with only with the year, you know, because we really want to have only logos inside.
It's so big.
So the idea was to put at the bottom of each pages just the year.
Okay.
Because it's chronological. It starts, as you see here, in 83, and it's in last year, in fact. So I don't know if I can show you like this some pages. Okay.
It's a must-have.
Yes, yes. So you have all the best logo you can see on Demoscene logo gallery group on Facebook. And one of the hardest part was also to contact some of the artists and to have some text, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know here, for example, here.
Having the artist writing a little bit about his.
Yeah. Mick, it's an Atari ST fabulous graphician who did some games also, and he explained how, in fact, we sent some quick questions about the logo. I mean, what was the inspiration? How long does it take to draw it? And sometimes some you know, some story about it.
Oh, the previous one was nice. That one was nice, but on the previous page there was also a nice one. The one on the left.
No.
I was thinking the sort of the dice standing. Is that the FairLight one as well? This
is the FairLight by Kenneth.
Yeah, but on the right page, but on the left, on the right page,
this
in
one.
the middle.
Yeah,
yes, yes.
this one is huge.
Very nice.
Block letter.
Very nice.
I love stone block
Yeah.
like this. Yeah.
Okay, well, we shouldn't watch all of it because we want people to buy the actual book.
Of course.
So we have now, the next section would be that we go through 50 of the best logos ever made for any platform. Are you ready?
Yeah. Just
I,
get.
I will share my screen here and hopefully this will work. Okay, do you see the first one?
Okay, so just a second. Just
So, if I just give a background on this one, it's ScoopX by Lowlife. So this one is Amiga and it's from 1994.
exactly. So this one is Amiga. Is done by Lowlife. So Lowlife was an artist coming from the Atari ST, and it's a very nice guy, and I totally love what he is doing. So he has great experience because he's working also in games industry, and this logo is really original. Never saw something like that. It's like something like he drew the. I don't know if it's that, but it's my imagination. That's why I like it, because I think he drew the complete logo, the Scoop X in one word, and I think he cut some parts in square, and he added and to fit well. So the result is incredible, and the color, something like gold and brown and gold color, make this logo incredible.
But a number of the characters are out of material, and if you look at the C, it's sort of the lack of material. The material is around it, and the letter is the empty space. The same with the X, it's also the empty space that forms the letter. So, yeah, I agree. This is a really, really good one.
Yeah, it's incredible, and well done, Lowlife, with this one. I don't know if I'm not sure it was used in a production. So has many logo we present in DLG. But I think that's a good point of DLG. That means that we graphists have many logos never unreleased. And DLG is the way for them to show them to the demo scener. And I'm very happy each time I see unreleased logo, because we have some treasure, and it's not fair to keep it on hard drive, and we need to share it, and this one is a good example.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes total sense. You make 10 of them, and 2 of them make it into a production, and then you have 8 that you never release anywhere because there is no place for placing them. But DLG has become the place for putting them out. So great work.
Yeah.
Okay, should we do number 49?
Yeah, Kenneth. So that I'm also a member of Rebels.
Yeah.
So it was important to me to show Rebels logo, and even if it's the 3-letter, the RBS. And the interesting thing in this one is that it's a cooperation between 2 fabulous graphists, Kenneth and Maid. and they both, we can see it on the letters, they both like graffiti, you know. So you can see here with the form of the letters that it's well designed, with also with a 3D, with a rotation of 3D, and I totally love this logo. It's on PC, and same as the one before. I'm not sure it was released in a production. So I think it's quite. I think they are quite always free state, you know, to do some logos of this quality, and never saw it on a production. So if I can help a little bit, you know, that I think they are always happy to when we present their then unreleased logo.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, it's playing with the shape, so you have to look for a few seconds before you can actually tell that it's a logo. For me, it looks like metal flying in space before I can actually see that it is actually letters. So, yeah, really cool. Should we go for the next one then? So, 48, Oxeron by Vito.
Yes, yeah. So it's of course it's a Commodore 64 logo. Vito succeed in creating something what I call a plant logo. The root-shaped letters seems to grow out of the earth, you know, and this flower on the top is incredible because the final result is amazing. I can the you know, this was used in a production, of course, and I cannot remember the name. Do you know the name of this production, where it was used?
I tend to be really bad at remembering the names of songs and the parts of demos. So, but it's great.
It's 2012, so it's more than 10 years ago. That's important to notice it also, because nowadays the artists are improving more and more their technique, you know. But
I mean, Vito is exceptionally skilled. He is doing graphics for Jackass's dungeon crawler game. So, and he spent months on perfecting it. So, yeah, great guy, and also a super graphician.
Yeah, I love this logo.
Okay, and this is Atari ST.
Yes, right.
Replicants.
Yeah, so maybe you can zoom on it a little bit. I don't know, because
let's see.
That's it. You know that I love pixels.
Yeah.
So it's always nice when you see the pixels. So the replicants. So
1990. So this is an early one, and
yes, this is an early one, and there is two very interesting things in this logo. About the story of this logo. It's the Replicants is the most famous cracking group on the Atari ST since the beginning, and I don't know if you know that because you come from the Commodore 64 scene, but the Replicants got a strong impact on the Atari cracking scene. So it's important to have the Replicants in this 50 selection.
Yeah.
And the other interesting thing, it's done by DLG. I don't know if you see the signature. You can maybe zoom on the.
So it's L and then little dash and then ING.
Exactly, And this it's very interesting to know
Oh,
that
sorry.
it's the very first pseudonym of Walt of Melon Design.
Ah, so it's the
So
same guy, an older handle for the same guy.
exactly from the beginning. I think he start on the Atari ST and he go very quickly
Oops,
to the Amiga. So
my bad.
so the I don't know if the Amiga sceners know that because it's quite a forgotten story, you know. But I'm always happy, you know, when I see very well-known Amiga freaks uh, who come from the Atari ST, who are working on the Atari ST in the old days.
All right, so this is the next one, also by Kenneth. This
Yeah.
one is PC and it's for the group Myth.
Yes, so I have to say that there is no special order in this selection. Uh, maybe if I get more time, I can do it in a specific order. So this one is also by Kenneth because it's an incredible artist, and I don't know if you like this one, but
No.
Kenneth says that it was inspired by neon lights, the neon. Uh, it reminds me more sour candy, you know, something you can eat. So
Mm.
I really, I love this logo because I want to touch it and to put it in my mouth.
My, the way when I see it, I think more of the erasers I had in school. They were green with a layer of red in between, so
Ouais,
a bit like this. I mean, the
yeah,
colors are different, but sort of the proportions are the same.
yeah, exactly. So, although same thing, you know, Keynet was so productive that I think he only got 15% of his logo released.
Mm.
The rest is on his hard drive. By chance, you know, I don't know if you know that, but he's also a member of HMD, Hemorrhoids on Atari ST. So I can be in touch with him
Mm.
easily, and I can get some of his forgotten logo.
So, where is he from? Is he also French or?
Paris, yes,
Ah,
he's
okay,
French. He's French.
great.
I,
Right, let's do number 45. Na color.
okay, you can zoom on it also, please, because
Yes.
it's a huge logo, and we have to enjoy it in full screen.
Right.
Uh,
I'm a bit worried to scroll around because I messed up before. So can we?
okay.
I dropped it.
Um,
So if you saw, you could glimpse this before when I tried to scroll around and I selected the other picture. So here we are. This is Na color. This is Lazarur.
yeah, Macro. So
Lazur. Sorry.
yeah, Lazur. So it's a well-known artist on the Amiga, and this this logo is, I think, one of his first logos on the Amiga Aga. You know,
Mm.
Aga, right?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and it was released in the production moments in 1986. But as you see, Lazar always signed the year he produced his drawing. So
Mm.
at the top right, you see his signature with the no copy because in this time it was it is not a standard, but it was important to know that it is not a scan, you know.
Mm.
I don't know if it was the same for you on the Commodore 64 scene, but on the 16 bits computer, we get when the scanner
Mm.
arrives, and some of graphician, fake graphicians, scan many drawing, and
Mm.
it is not the the pixel work.
Mm.
So it was important in this time to say that it's no copy, because this logo is like a painting,
Mm.
for me.
Mm.
It's very, you have so much details.
Yeah, very
Uh,
much details. You have the bird here and spear and people and layers of people with different gradients and yeah.
and this 3D temple logo is highly original.
Mm.
I I never saw something like this.
Mm.
It's it looks like a temple, and
Mm.
with the letters, it's a brilliant idea,
Mm.
and also great skill, to guess on the top of the three letters this transparency.
Mm.
So you can see the the sky
Mm.
through the letters. Um, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
I do agree. I do agree.
Good
And
logo.
I should say that now with AI as well, you have a number of people generating the pictures using AI and then wiring them over. So you don't need to scan them. You could generate them on the PC and then send it over as. And then, I mean, on any platform, you would need to pixel it afterwards to perfect it. But you never, the artist never sort of created the original. It was AI created. So yeah, it's a big thing.
Yeah, so maybe we will see soon the same thing that is with that
Mm.
with on the top, right? No AI,
Yeah. Let's see what we have here. So this is agenda.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to zoom a little bit, sorry, but
Yes, yes.
I really want
Oh,
to have the else.
let's see if I can. No.
No, no
Uh,
worries. Yeah. We can maybe later we can put some shortcut to this to all those 50 logos.
yes, yes, for sure.
I can work on it and send you,
Mm.
the link of every one of those fabulous logos. So Agenda is an active group on the Atari 8-bit,
Mm.
and Agenda always producing quality GFX. The colors are well chosen because I like the purple. I like this kind of colors.
Mm.
But the most original thing is the form of the letters.
Mm.
Some are in 3D, um, and it's like most of the G and the D, the last
Mm.
D. You It's like the letter is coming from out the screen. So I enjoy the originality of this logo a lot.
But this is 2011, so it's rather recent. I mean, for me, Atari XL, they were even before the C64. So this is a machine that came out in the early 80s, and people are still doing work for it also now.
Yes, exactly. It's
Mm.
even if I was on the Atari ST scene, I never heard about the Atari XE XL scene in the 19s. I
Mm.
know there was a few crew,
Mm.
but they grow most with the Poland countries, I think.
Mm.
The East country
Mm.
like this machine,
Mm.
and they do extraordinary stuff on it. And it's it's uh, it's very nice to see people on the 8-bit machine in nowadays. In fact, it's it's totally so far, you know, that it's as the Commodore 64. I'm always amazed about the production and the guy who is doing graphic code and music on it. Totally crazy.
Totally crazy. I agree. So now we go to 43. Sensor design. This is Creeper.
Yes, it's a Creeper. So as you recognize, it's a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
It's from the Wonderland 14. And of course, I like the graffiti and the hip hop vibes of this logo. Adding with the characters, it fits perfect with the hip hop movement. So and the colors are so flashy. It's a brilliant, for me, it's a brilliant logo.
Kim is a big name in the gaming industry. He was heading the Malmo office for King, producing Pet Rescue Saga. So one of King's Candy Crush is the biggest of their brands, but Pet Rescue Saga was probably like the second or third one inside King. So yeah, big shot in the gaming industry.
Yeah, and Creeper did a great thing because you know in people have to know that in fact you have the letters and the characters and the cars on the back come just before, you know, and it's an assembly of different graphic.
So it's multiple layers. It starts as one thing. It's a bit of an animation, right? So
yeah, it's an animation. I will send you a link also to this one in a DLG because I did a GIF of this one.
okay.
Sometime when I have time, you know, I try to do logo GIF in action. That means that when a logo is got an animation in the demo, I try to save the animation and transform it in a GIF file, and it's quite fun to see that on Facebook, you know, because the logo is moving and taking live logo.
Yeah, great. So number 42, the meaning of life. Sorry. 42 is the meaning of life for everybody who watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But this one is for the group SMFX, and the artist is Ukko, and this is Atari ST.
Right, correct. So Ukko is a well-known graphist from the 19s. So he got a great skill today. So the crew is SMFX, and one of the best crew on Atari ST nowadays. They present incredible demo, and this one is a part of one of the last one they did. So I really encourage the people who don't know the Atari ST or the other platform we talk about today to watch the demo to see what is going on the other platform that they own, you know.
Yeah. I guess there is a link to some YouTube, so you can use SMFX and just search it on YouTube, and you don't need to have an emulator or anything. You can just watch it a video. Is the replay? Is that the name of the demo?
Correct. Yes, it's a replay. So on a DLG, if you go in the search option when it works, you know, if you type SMFX or Ukko, you can have all the different logo from him,
Cool.
and most of the time we take time to add in-action link. The in-action link means a link to the YouTube to YouTube, and you can easily watch the logo inside the production.
Cool. So let's go for 41.
Wow.
Lemon by Facet. Facet, again, I know Facet is doing a lot of stuff on the Amiga. For me, he's now a C64 graphician, so Facet is doing a lot of stuff on the C64. Martin, I guess, right?
Yes, his name is Martin. Yeah. And in fact, the Facet logo was a must in this presentation, of course. Facet is one of the best graphician in my point of view, and I choose this one for his dithering. You know, the technique is so amazing, and also the movement of the letters. It's so massive that it makes me think about a mountain range. Yeah, if you add some snow at the top, you can imagine, in my point of view, you can imagine a mountain chain.
Yeah.
So it's totally incredible. And in DLG, we have also posts with in comments of this logo. We have posted the pen drawing, the sketch, the sketch of this one, and the original Facet sketch, and so I encourage people to check this.
Great. Number 40. This one is also ScoopX, and this is by a guy called Diodak.
Yep. It's a pity you cannot zoom because
I can zoom. It's just that, but there is a risk. So I have now zoomed.
Okay, so this is another unused ScoopX logo. So it's done on the PC, and it's by Diodak. I don't know how you say that, and he used it in a slideshow. I think he was an old member of ScoopX, but he didn't do other logo because I like search, during hours what an artist did from when he started drawing, in which group he was or he's now, and this ScoopX logo is incredible, and I hope ScoopX will use it one day because it's PC, and as I know, ScoopX is not producing so much thing on the Amiga lately.
Photon is doing much of the work on the Amiga, so
yeah.
Right. I like the background here as well, and also the it looks like it's some kind of gas that also emits from it. So I don't know if it's warm or it was moist and it's sort of evaporating from the material. I like those details. Not only the logo, but the way the logo is sort of put into a context.
The details. I think it's like a smoky gold. In my point of view, it's like a craft piece of luxury jewelry.
Yeah. I get it.
You want it around your neck, and you want it somewhere on you like a jewel, and I really love it. So that's why it's.
But it needs to cool off because it looks really hot as it is now. So
yeah, we have to
keep it for a few minutes before we wear it.
Exactly. But so. Okay. I don't want you to zoom more, but you have you see, you have a lot of details inside, like in jewelry. very thin.
Yeah, you
Thin.
have like stones here
Yes,
around.
tone and yeah. So it's a freshly gold logo,
Mm.
smoking fresh logo.
And the anti-aliasing to smoothen out the bend here is also
Yeah.
very good. Very good.
So now you can see the signature.
Oh yeah, it's here. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we immediately skip to
No
39,
problem,
and
no problem. We can go
let's see
in
if we can.
a huge. Yeah, is one from it's one
You
in my
know.
opinion one of the three best graphic designer of the Amiga scene. So he did so incredible logos during years. I have to choose one, so I choose this one
Mm,
because I think everyone know it. This demo is was it's a phenomenon
mm,
because it's a phenomenal production and the way he drew the letters also in transparency with the laser, it's
mm,
like glass letters with lasers going going through. It's the idea is great, and the form of the letters are also very original for this time because it's 1991.
mm. Early as well. Now, there was a trend of the C64 where you basically had standard letters and you had a pattern fill of them, and they were really boring.
Yes.
From everything we've seen here, nothing is anywhere close to that. These are original ideas of the bending of the letters and perspectives and multiple details, not the boring ones. So yeah, great
Yeah,
one.
it's a no copy. It's a no copy logo.
No, it's I mean word art from Microsoft Word where you can generate stuff.
Yes, yes,
They
yes.
they are the really boring ones. So let's go for 38 then. Let's see here. No.
You have to unzoom. Yeah, wow,
Oh,
great.
oh, this one
Pixels,
is
please, pixels.
absolutely great. Thunder,
Yeah, yeah.
Thunder of Focus.
So,
C64
yeah,
2000 2021.
yes, it's under of focus. I like the well how he draw logo because uh, it's always very clean and well balanced. I think he worked during hours on every logo
Mm,
he did, and most of the time I think he used a dark palette,
mm,
dark colors,
mm.
and but very contrasted with light source. So um, it's something special. Every Sander logo is very special. You know that last week he did an incredible FairLight logo.
I'm great. I'm glad you said it because I was about to. So thanks.
I
Yeah.
miss nothing. I cannot miss any logos of the demo
Uh,
scene nowadays. So
Sander is also a super nice guy. He was at X this summer, and me and Thrasher took the train to Amsterdam, and Sander was on the same train. So I spent a good half hour talking to him.
yeah, I hope one day to meet him and have many other artists. And he's always very kind with me.
Mm,
And he already did a DLG logo also for the group, for the Facebook group.
mm.
Uh, it's a very kind guy. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you need to come to X 2024 in Holland. That will be in May.
But really, it's I have to cross the ocean,
Yeah, yeah,
to
I know. It's a
come.
short swim.
One day I will choose a demo party, but I think it will be the as next week. I think the revision I think is the
Oh.
biggest one where I can meet the most of people I know.
Mm.
And but anyway, maybe one day I will come back to live in France or somewhere in Europe. So I'm uh, I'm okay to come to visit every party.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Sander, great work. This one is Peachy, TRSI, and 1992. Wicked Sensation. Is that the product he was in?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
This logo was used in Wicked Sensation, and it's highly original. You know, it's later in the shape of sculpt characters,
Mm.
and it's. I think this logo is inspired by the TRSI from Joy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we will see that later, but
Mm.
because of the molten letters with the metal replaced with the ice. It's
Mm.
like ice, like you build the character with the ice, and it keep the same spirit of Joy. TSI famous logo with the I don't know if it's wood or stone, but in fire. So you
Mm.
have the fire, and the ice is sinking, and
Oh,
this is an incredible. Oh, okay. So it's just after. Okay.
I was almost so the credits here. I guess this is it's not actually part of the actual logo. It's
No,
indicating that the credits in the demo will come after seeing this. I guess so.
totally right. This is a snapshot of the
Oh.
original logo from the demo, and yeah, I keep it. I keep it. Sometimes all the logo I post in a DLG.
Mm.
Sometimes I have to clean it
Mm.
and to work a little bit on it to have like a perfect version and
Mm.
with the best quality. In this one, yeah, I leave the name, the word, the credits
Mm.
because it's a nice style, and
Mm.
it's quite original also, and it's well written. So, but you're right. It's the credits just come after.
Mm. Super. Okay, here is the TRSI as well, and this is Joe is back. Joe. So Joe
Yes,
is back.
Joe.
Now we know that.
Yeah. So Joe, Joe is back. So here's the most famous logo of all demo scene, in my point of view. Joe impressed everyone with this molten metal logo.
Mm.
It made such an impact that it was used a lot in TRSI production in pack disc, in crack and throw.
Mm.
Sorry, but I don't like to say crack throw. Crack throw, I think, is the new name. So, so I prefer to say crack intro
Yeah.
instead of crack throw. So it was used a lot. So many all the sceners have saw it a lot
Mm.
on production, and it's had low. They also did some stickers with it, and it's all spread around the Amiga sceners in the parcel, in the envelope, and I'm
Mm.
happy to own one. And and also, what can I say? Yeah, there is a Commodore 64 version of this one, done by I cannot remember right now the name. But I will post it soon on the DLG because I got it in stock.
Great.
So you have a version on the Commodore 64, and also it was, of course, copied a lot by other. Even if it's not a copy, it was a lot of inspiration of this one, and
I mean, it's amazing. The hot metal, and then as happens with hot metal, the outer layer cracks and falls off, and captured absolutely great. Super. And it's also melting because it's dripping there on the left.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Great
and
work, Joe.
Joe is a very nice guy. We talk sometime on Facebook, and he's a busy man. But because he was in the cinema industry, and it's very kind of him to stay on the scene. And I know that he did a logo 2 years ago. I cannot remember right now for who, but he did a logo 2 years ago. So it's this one is from 1991. So it's more of a 30 years old seniors.
And Joe is a name also held by others. So there is a graphic on the C64 Joe of, I guess, Wrath Design, or I'm not really sure of his current membership, but it's not the same guy. So
no, that's why Joe. In fact, Joe, it's this Joe is his initial. You know, it means something weird. I think I cannot remember, but it means Jack Snipe of Evil.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he chose this, and he explained this lately on an interview. He explained his career on the demo scene, and so people can find this easily, I think, on the web.
Super. Yeah, we need to dash on now because we're all well over an hour here. So yeah. Oh,
yeah,
this is a classic. And the really cool thing about this is that I mean, first of all, it's from 1986, so it's done by Skydive, and when you run the intro, the same characters are also in the actual intro, and this is used for depacking screen after the actual intro. So yeah, hat off to the guys in Triad, because this one is epic, and I really like when you are consistent. It's like the FairLight legendary intro. We've used it over and over again. It's part of the brand, and having the same song and the same logo, that sort of collides with providing a new logo every time. But I also appreciate the fact that you are sort of true to your heritage.
Thank you. Yeah, I particularly like this logo because it appears on Fist 2. Fist 2, it was the first crack I ever saw.
Yeah.
And it was my favorite game at this time. So you can imagine how many times I saw it, loading the games. And it made me want to know more about the cracking scene and be part of the scene, you know. So this is a really personal feeling. Triad is a name, incredible name to me.
I do agree, and they're good guys. I mean, I'm personal friends with both Yanni and Zoltan here. So yeah, good friends, really
It's
good
legends,
friends. Yeah.
Legendary crew. Yeah, as FairLight, but legend.
I have to be a bit humble. I can at least pretend to be humble here.
I think it was first. I think they cracked games before FairLight.
Yeah, absolutely. They are older than we are. We were founded in '87, and they are older than that. So I mean, we're talking a number of months, but still, they are older. Yeah. Great. 34 Desire. So this is Atari 8-bit as well. Also, very nice play with the characters, broken up but still hanging together enough to form the logo for the group. And the artist is Alien, right?
Yes, it's Alien is for me the most completed active artist of all time because he did so much logos. It's incredible, and he did a lot of logos, but on every platform.
Mm.
That means that this one is Atari 8-bit, but you have an Atari ST, you have an Amiga, you have PC, you have a logo from him on console. He was very active on console. He got another name, so maybe people don't know, but he's from me it's one of the most active logo maker.
And
Okay.
he had another name on other platforms, or?
Yes. I posted lately on Facebook um, a crew called Maps, and
Okay.
he was also doing. So it was Soraya,
Okay.
Soraya, and I think he got several underground name. It's like
And this one is for the one we see here. It says it's from Compass Fair's 25-year invitation. I guess it's an invitation to a party or something.
yes, it was an invitation to a party, exactly where Campus Fair. I can't remember from where, but I just want to add something about his other handle, other nicknames. Alien is a very. I think he's a lover of the graffiti also movement,
Mm.
and his style is incredible because he's looking always to do great letters and in the graffiti you have several names. It depends where you paint,
Mm.
and it's quite funny to me to know that because for example, when you paint on wall you have another name than when you paint on a train,
Mm.
and it's quite the same thing here. I guess for Alien, for legal production is use Alien, and
Yeah.
for console, most of the time it was for console crack
Yeah.
or for paradox cracks.
Yeah.
He used another handle, so it's quite fun the parallel between same thing, the graffiti and the demo scene.
Yeah, well, you
I
have a
love it.
number of examples of people having one handle when they were doing demos and one when they were doing cracks. So one sort of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, one legal side and one shady side,
Excellent.
and
Yeah.
with different names. Great, great. So number 33 now. This is The Union, also Atari ST, and the artist is ES.
Yes. So I don't know if you know ES, but ES it's a well-known guy in the game industry. It's Eric Simon. I don't know
Mm.
if you know the name Eric Simon. He started on. It's an Atari ST pioneer. He was a member of the legendary band the Exceptions
Mhm.
since 1986. So it was from the really beginning of the 16 bits scene, and of course at that time the Amiga wasn't out,
Mm.
and
Mm.
so many people start on the Atari ST for that, and so he's a professional graphic designer, and he creates something. I think it's Italian software.
Mm.
Italian? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know if they do some if they did some Commodore 64 production. Uh, I just see that some
Quick Google.
yes software did some game like Warp, Chamber of Shaolin, the
Ah.
Seven Gates of Jambala. Atomics, Dragonflight, Living Teramis. I don't know if there was an adaptation on Commodore 64, but it's very well. It was great games on the 6-bit computers. So the Union was a collective of all the best Atari ST cracking group of his time. So you have the Replicants, was part of the Union. The Union was as the name said, the union of all the best crew in this time. So you have the Delta Force, you have the Carriers, you have the Replicants. Anyway, you have all the major and the legendary group was in this union.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, we have 30 more to go, or we have 32 more to go. So let's go for the next one then.
Yes,
32.
it's late for you.
The
late.
Silence. Yes, it's a bit late, but yeah, I will manage.
So it's 32. Okay, so 32. So this logo is it's so massive that it appears in the demo download. You know, it's the name of the demo. It appears in scrolling from the left to the right, and it takes 2 screens scrolling like this at the beginning of the production, and you know, it's like a slap in your face when you see it, because it appears slowly, and you discover each later one after one, and it's like, you know, robots or a spaceship coming from on the screen, and it was a source of inspiration of other graphists in later years, you know, because I know you don't want to zoom, but you have a lot of details on it, and yes, you have the signature DS, Devil Star.
It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, the resolution is also amazing.
Yeah, the resolution is amazing, and it's Amiga 500, so no AGA, nothing. Only 32 colors.
And he used them well. He picked them well, and he used them well.
Yeah, so it's a massive logo for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but
this side, you know, almost a little bit. It appears and not in full screen, you know, but it takes most of the part of the screen when it's scrolling to the left, and so.
Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than you could show at one time on the Amiga. The resolution is not possible to show on the Amiga, so.
Correct. I don't know if it's me or maybe it's Christoph from Edition 64 who did the college, you know, because it's always difficult to have the multi-screen logos in one pick. You know?
Yeah, I do agree. I fully sympathize with the work that goes into that. Okay, so number 31, The Lost Boys, and you've already seen that one. And this is also on Atari ST, and this is by Spaz.
Spaz, yeah, Spaz is a British graphician. He got a very well-known, one of the best graphician on Atari ST. It's 1991, so it's quite old, and the composition of this logo is so well done that it could be, in my point of view, a cover of the music album, you know, you have the little character at the bottom. It's like a butterfly, you know, with a guitar, and you can imagine what you want, but it reminds me maybe some Pink Floyd spirit, you know. I don't know for you, but anyway, it is one of the most famous graphician on the Atari ST scene. We do not have hear about him for years, so I hope one day he will come back and impress us with new stuff.
Yeah, he's currently a lost boy, I guess.
Yeah, the Lost Boys, TLB was one of the best crew in this time, and all the time anyway, because they did some incredible production. So I encourage people to watch their production.
Great.
Yeah.
Number 30, ST Connection by Crazy Rex.
Yes, if you can zoom
I
without
will
losing
try,
it.
yes.
Right. So it's 1990, so it's incredible. You know, you see the dithering. You know, if you see the technique. Crazy Rex was also one artist to have been ahead of his time. You know, he started in 1988, and the rendering of his graphic is breathtaking. You know, the ST connection, the crew is ST connection, always being able to showcase his graphic in production, because I think they realized that it was a very skilled artist for his time. You know, still nowadays, you know, it's I still love this logo today.
Yeah, I do agree. It looks really nice. 29, another ScoopX one. This one is by Reward from classic demo Mental Hangover.
Yeah. So it was important for me to show a Reward logo, because, as you probably know, ScoopX left us a few years ago, and I would like to I hope he rest in peace. And this ScoopX logo is the most famous logo he did, and it was my first choice when I think about a Reward or a ScoopX logo. It's this one. So it's two legends. Reward was a legend, and ScoopX was a legendary group, and there is no choice. And I would like to show this gold eagle and on this ScoopX logo. It marked a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, and it's also really early. It's 1990, so
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, 28, Sanity by Raw, Amiga 1993, and I guess the production this is in is called Arty.
Exactly, yeah. And this one was used on the demo Archie, and I was a close friend from of Ra at this period, you know, and we was living in the same town, and I have the opportunity to see the different step, the construction of this logo, and this logo is for me is my favorite of him, because in every way it's a perfect balance, you know, of the letters. The texture and the movement are incredible, and the twisted 3D rendering was never seen before. And also on the top of the letter, it's this effect. It's absolutely mastery, you know, because even if you zoom on, don't zoom on it, please. But
Yes.
yeah, if you can zoom without losing it, it's perfect. Yeah, right.
I
So
will try. Well,
if you see,
I get the sense that you really like those bent, where the characters are really bent and twisted, and a number of those have been captured so far. So I guess that's sort of what you really like.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love this when there is a lot of work on each letters.
Mm.
You can be sure it will be a huge logo. In fact, so you have to work on each letters to be sure that the all the general logo will be massive and got
Mm.
a full impact. So that's a
I,
huge.
I know one of the logos that comes afterwards that is totally different, and you will have to explain that. But we will get to that one, which is from that's like a standard Cooper with a pattern fill. But we will get to that one, so you will explain then. Number 27, Sanity by Cougar. This is also Amiga 1993, and demo is Interference.
Yes,
Interference.
yeah, it was using
Yeah.
Interference logo demo, and he has left his mark on everyone because he tells a story of his own with a mystical creature,
Mm.
and the different elements. You have the ground, you have the fire, the plants, and it's a it's a pure booty you can watch during hours,
Mm.
Uh, so it was important to have also cougar in this slide uh, because cougar was one of the most incredible graphician
It,
on the
it
Amiga.
it's a bit weird here. It seems like he he would have wanted a few more pixels. It seems they are sort of cut off here. I don't
Oh,
think that's you. I think that's sort of deliberate in the picture,
where?
but
Because I have your head, I think, where you show it. Where is it?
okay. On the very
Okay, yeah, okay.
I can zoom in and then I can do it like this. Do you
Yeah.
have my head now also in the way?
No, 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 it's perfect. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Oh,
here,
yeah,
you see my mouse pointer, right? So
yeah, yes, yes, I see it. Yeah. No, I think it's
yeah, still absolutely beautiful. I mean, so many details, and you could see the amount of hours that went into doing this. 26 revision by Pal on the C64 from the demo We Are Demo.
yeah, demo. Yeah, yeah. It's this logo is a true work of art. He mastered 3D lettering and the movement and the composition. It's like the letter are moving. You are
Mm,
coming from the left, from the right, and that's what it's my feeling.
mm.
When I watch this logo, it's and the colors. The colors are incredible for the Commodore 64.
These are the 16 C64 colors, and he used them absolutely well. I mean, Pal has been doing a number of absolutely amazing things. The Finnish Gold logo that he
Yeah,
did for Finnish Gold is also mind
yeah.
blowing.
I like very much every PAL logo, so it's my favorite Commodore 64 artist. Yeah.
So the in many of the thumbnails for the number of episodes, the FairLight TV episodes, there is the picture of me that Pal did for me. So yeah, humble
Yeah.
thanks, Paul. Super nice guy.
Hopefully one day I will have my head bent bent by PAL.
Yeah, yeah. Well, ask him nicely and possibly.
I talk with him sometime in on Facebook, so
Yeah,
he's a very nice guy. So maybe it's
great.
possible. Razor.
So Razer, and now we're talking ANSI art. So this is an example of ANSI art, and well, I can also say that this is Jed, right? And
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, the little picture of me, you would have a logo on my top right from your perspective, and that's a Fairlight logo. I think
Right,
it's also
correct.
by
Yeah.
Jed, right?
Yeah. It's for me it's a major ANSI logo artist. You know, it's very. I like ANSI and ASCII logo because it reminds me so much the NFO files and the BBS and uh, I I don't think so. You are on the Commodore 64. You have a NFO file. It's like
Yeah.
it's a file you can read with the presentation of the crack and most of the time you have a logo ASCII
Mm.
logo on the top. Also on the Amiga during the loading, you have also some ANSI logo or ASCII logo, so you have time to appreciate it.
Mm.
And Razer 1911 is a strong name to me. I love this name.
Right. Well, on the C64, much of the same thing is what you have on the BBS, which is Petsky. Where it's also using standard characters and then rendering pictures from that. So
I
we do have a bit of that, but we don't have the NFO files along with the releases. That's
Yeah, I think on the Commodore 64, your kind of NFO file
horizontal.
is the dear art.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the dear art. There is no dear art in this presentation because I have to choose a 50 logos. So
uh,
but, next time maybe if you want another selection, I can work on it.
yeah,
But
yeah, 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 yeah. Well,
art are cool too.
let's write that on, as one of the potential things for next time. So this is Racer by Fade One, also Amiga 1994 from the demo Never Liked Uno slideshow by Lego.
Exactly, yeah. I like very much Fade One.
Mm.
He's one of the most talented artists on the Amiga, but I always recognize his style, you know, because he got influence with the graffiti also, I
Mm.
guess. I don't know him personally, but it's very clear when you see his logo that he works very hard on each letters as I was saying before, and a strong logo. For a strong logo, you have to work on each letters. On this one, it's quite very special because each letters are different,
Mm.
got a different style, and the first R is simply incredible with
Mm.
the blend on the 3D like this. The A is quite hidden
Mm.
but the O is fantastic with the explosion in the middle of the logo. It separates very well the logo in two parts. You
Mm.
have two letters, the explosion for the O and the two other letters. My best part it's the left side. The right side is a little bit for me it's less interesting, but it's nice anyway because he managed to have five different letter styles.
But the middle one should be the Z, and then the twisty thing should be the O. But
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I was away. I'm a bit tired. Yeah, it's the Z. So the Z is cutting the part cutting the logo in two parts.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I was talking about the explosion of the Z. Yeah. So you can finally you cannot recognize the Z, but
Mm.
it's it's like in when you are famous with a famous name, you do not have to
Yeah.
show every letters. Uh, you can imagine even when you say Fade One, when you see Fade One, you say that is a razor
Mm.
razor. One.
Yeah, super. So 23 then. Radwar Enterprises. The German cool guys. C64. 2017.
I saw several pictures of him on the internet, always with a crazy face, and I think it's a must person to know in parties to have a good time. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Elko. I don't know Elko. I know the guy. I know other guys from Radwar, Marcus Widerstein and Willy Becker, but and also the symbol on the right, the triangle that's cut in like three, like that. That's also a Radwar symbol that they used very early. So.
And that's what I like in this one. It's like the way of the glass effect of the letters, and the triangle is the emblem of Radwa with this so nice R at the beginning, and so it's like a frame, and. It's like so you have the name in a frame, and it's a strong logo to me. Yeah, perfect.
Great. Yeah, I do agree. And boo, this is fantastic. So Rebels, and this is Chris and Jerry, not Ben and Jerry's. Then it would be ice cream. This is Chris and Jerry, and then it's really hot.
Yes, it's really well, but there is a story, I think, a true story behind this logo. And in fact, only Chris did it.
Okay.
You have I saw this on somewhere in internet. Chris told this himself. Jerry was just presenting this pic to the party at the graphic compo. It was I think it was where I can't remember in which party it was, but I think it was in Gathering 97, in a Gathering party, and so I think it's important to say that only Chris pixeled this huge logo.
But again, I mean, this is a picture where the logo is an integral part of the picture, but I mean, it's a full composition. It would be very hard to extract the text part here from the actual picture. It's yeah, fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, and it was part of the GFX compo, so he did it very well, because you have the Rebel's name very strong with these melting metal letters, and it's very impressive how he composed the pic. Yeah. Brilliant.
Is this Amiga?
I
Or
think
PC?
it's Amiga AGA.
Ah, okay.
But in a gathering, you have also some PC compo. So, but in my point, I haven't. I searched for the information, and I'm quite sure it's Amiga AGA.
Great. Let's go for 21 then. So this is 21. This one I've seen a number of times because a good friend uses this very picture as his profile picture on Facebook.
Yeah, it's a good fan of me too, German. Yeah. Yeah. So I saw him here. You know that he went on my island a few years ago. So I hope he's going. He will come back soon, and this logo clearly shows the war between crack groups at its best. The character sets the tone: Paradox versus Angels.
Well, I hope we will not get into trouble with with YouTube.
With YouTube, I hope so too. I hope you will not have a strike.
Great.
I didn't think about that. Sorry, but
no. That's absolutely fine. We're not targeting people under 18 here, so no worries. Let's go for number 20 then. Oxygen. Also a very flexible letters here. Oxygen by Spiral Amiga Aga, and this is from 1994. Should we try to zoom in on this one? Yes.
Yes, so it's an Amiga, but it's an Atari ST artist.
Okay.
Spiral unfortunately passed away several years ago, so it was also important for me to show one of his art here, and I think it's the really first Amiga logo he did with the well use of the palettes, you know, the palettes of the Aga palette, and the letter in fire, and the first letter with something like sinking, and the 3D letters. It's something the letter seems to melt under the flames. You know, I don't know if you are feeling the same thing.
Yeah, I do.
It's very interesting.
Great. So number 19. No. Yeah. Let's see if Omega. This is the one I referenced before, where the logo is standard coupe or Cooper font, I guess, and so this is very much not your style of your preference, because the letters are very readable and very like standard in their shapes.
Yes, but the feeling and how we draw the letters, gold letters, is incredible, and also the background. You have so much details, and red was is a legend, Atari ST legend. So it was important to have him also in this presentation. Omega is a strong crew.
And where is he from? Do you know that?
Omega, normally it's from Sweden, I think.
Okay, no, but I mean Red, because one of my old heroes is Red from the Judges, a Dutch group on the C64.
It was Red. No, it was.
No, it couldn't be. No, it shouldn't be the same Red, I guess.
I don't see it. Yeah, so it's a Swedish crew. Okay. Founded in 1988, and Red. Let me see. Yeah, it's a Swiss. He's Swedish, and he was only part of Omega. So it's. I think you like it because he works only for one crew.
Yes, I like that. being true to your roots. Well, I've been in 3 groups. I'm very much a group jumper. I only been in the last one for 30 plus years, but the previous ones I was in only shorter. Let's go for number 18 then, and this one is Pulse by Nico, and this is Atari Falcon. So this is, I guess, it is the first Falcon. I mean, we've seen Atari stuff, but not Falcon ones. More ST.
Correct. Correct. In fact, Nico was also start also on Atari ST. He's a well-known artist, and this one is one of the first Atari Falcon. And there is no so much Atari Falcon production, to be honest. But Pulp made a fantastic production with here. They use this logo. I know, in fact, this artist Nico was also from my hometown, so I know him from the beginning, and it was fun to see his skill growing up, and he's also in the game industry nowadays, and I'm not in touch anymore, but I know he's still pixeling. But lately he did a pick for on PC, so he's a multi-platform graphist. and maybe people will say it's like Ra influence, but I met them together, so they talk about some techniques. So I think this logo came out just after they met, and he understands very well the technique of Ra, I guess, and he put his skills also on it. So it's a fabulous logo in my point of view.
Great, great. Now for number 17. And this one is epic. I mean, this is, I would say, one of the more really legendary one. This black and white on white and black, it's that made an impression. And you saw a number of people making versions of this using the same idea.
Yeah.
This really caught on, because I mean it's one of those things. The idea is simple, but it's perfectly made and it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's so simple but so perfect.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I select this logo for an article in Zap Amiga a few months ago, and as the most striking logo for me, you know, and it because it represents the change of the Amiga scene, you know. It's the new area was born with design. Like the demo became designed, and I'm really happy to have been talking many times with Sin, the creator of this logo and the creator also of Melon Design. For the little story, he was living 25 years ago on a little island close to mine. You have 1 hour boat to this island, so it was fun to exchange our experience, European experience living in the Caribbean. And but unfortunately, I lost his contact for a year, and I hope he's well. So if he's watching this video, I would like to say hello and to give news. It would be great.
Reconnect. You are in Saint Bartholomew, right? And which
Bartholomew, exactly. It's the French island only, and just the biggest island close to mine is called Saint Martin.
Yeah.
And it's so Sin was living in Saint Martin in a Dutch side. In fact, this island got two sides. The upper side is French, and the lower side is Dutch, and it's like two twin islands, you know. So people take the boat at the morning to work there and to come back, and I go there for the weekend, for example, to change air, to go to the restaurant, bars, party, and having fun. And people from there come here to have the French cuisine, because the Saint Barthélemy is the only island of all the Caribbean who wants to keep the French tradition, and it is not really it's not a full Caribbean island. It's a French island in the Caribbean.
But it used to be Swedish.
It used to be Swedish, of course, yeah. And for the story, it's one of the reasons I'm in Rebels.
Yeah.
You know, meet the leader of Rebels. Say, oh, you are in the Swedish old colony, so you are now a permanent member of Rebels. So
Sweden actually sold it. I mean, annexed it and then sold it. So, and I think it's a shame. It would be great if it was still Swedish, but it's not. So, Yeah, let's go for.
They change it. They just change. They not sell it, but just change with something, a port in the north of Sweden. That's the real story. They didn't get any money. The French, but they exchange with another with a port in Sweden. Anyway.
Okay, so it was a trade. Okay. Okay, Magic 12, and this is supposed to be Amiga in 1992 from a demo called Ray of Hope 2.
Exactly.
And so the artist is Rack, but this has to be multi-screen as well, because the resolution here is like the previous
Yes,
Amiga logo we saw. The resolution cannot be visible on the Amiga at the same time. It's absolutely impossible.
Yeah, I haven't count the number of the screen, but I think it's three screens minimum. Yes, it appears like this on the demo, and rack style, it's instantly recognizable because we all know that, I don't know if you know that, but all the Amiga scene know pretty well that he draw on a monochrome screen. So that's why most of his graphic is only use a few colors.
That's weird.
The details on this one is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
I enjoy you zoom on it because it's you can stay hours also on this one to check to enjoy every part of this logo.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the top 10 here. So number 15 is Legacy by Pixel Killer, an Atari ST from 1991.
Yes, from 1991. It's for me, it's one of the most beautiful logo of Pixel Killer. Pixel Killer is a member of Legacy, and the broken glass effect is very, very realistic, you know, for this time, and depending how you watch it also, sometimes I see some glass exploding, you know, glass later explosion, and sometimes I see some stars in a space, you know, like planet, something like that. You know, so that's why I like very much this logo.
Yeah, it uses rather few colors, so it's really efficient in its use of the palette. So yeah, great work.
And for 1991, it was a strong logo. You know, the quality is huge.
Great. 14. Oh, this one is yours. No, it's
not mine. It's not mine, but
but your group at
group.
least. By Dieu, Atari ST 2015 from the production Square version 2.
Yeah. So a little story about this artist Dieu. Dieu is from another French island, but in Indian Ocean.
Okay, a dom-tom from east of Africa then.
From east of Africa, correct? Yeah. And,
Mauritius or
sorry?
Maurice or Mauritius
It's
or
the close Maurice. Yeah, Maurice is just in front. You have Maurice, Madagascar, and La Réunion. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Île de la Réunion, you say, yeah, Île de la Réunion, and we know him. I know him for the beginning, from the beginning of my activity on the Atari ST period, and he's also in a graffiti movement. He's also in a hip hop because he's a singer. Well, it's a multi artist, and his pixel are incredible, and I like every logo he do. And this one is very got a wall style aspect, you know. It's like in a graffiti you call wall style. I don't know if you know this 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 description. The wall style that is quite difficult to see the letters because the letters are going through in out, and the goal is to have the letters very difficult to read. This one is quite okay because I think you managed to read the HMD letters. So and the characters, the deaf characters coming from the coming from
Hell?
the earth, something like this,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
So it's very there is a good balance on this one, and I like it a lot. Also the colors and the red at the back, and it's, and for another story, I printed it on a T-shirt, you know. So I
Makes
like.
total sense.
It's a huge. As this one, you know, this one.
Oh?
This one is a DLG T-shirt I just print last month. It's from D-Star, and it's incredible logo. It's not in this selection
Oh?
because it's new, and but it will be in another presentation if we do something else one day.
It looks like that could be Angel Dawn, but it's not. So it was D-Star.
D-Star, yeah, D-Star did a famous logo on PC, and yeah, Desire is a
Okay.
Desire.
Okay, let's do 13. So now we're in Petsky. So this is Shine, and the logo says Genesis Project. So and Gubdata is yeah, it's a party that's no longer held, but it was held for 10 years in my hometown Lund by Hedning of Genesis Project. So and this was from the in vitro for that.
Okay, so Shine has always an original and recognizable style in its Petsky, because this is Petsky. But this one is one of my favorite because the E, you know, the E shape gives it a chucky look in the 3D effect, and it's like, you know, the letters coming out from the screen. You know, this technique is brilliant.
Yeah, you have like small bridges here, and like here you have a bridge
Yes.
that goes over it, and you see the shadow underneath, and yeah, I mean the size of this, it's a few hundred bytes to produce something like this, and everything needs to be super well chosen for this to look really good. And to be honest, Shine is probably one of the better ones when it comes to drawing in Petsky. So, and yeah, this is a good example of his stuff.
Yeah. You can see that it's like a road, and you have the with the ground at the bottom, and the stars at the top. I love this.
I mean, on the C64 you have a standard font set, so and here you can also see he uses normal characters like the exclamation mark for, I don't know, drippings, and that's standard V's, and again exclamation mark. So yeah, very clever use of the font.
And Shine is always nice with DLG members, and he did some logo also for us, and I would like to thank him again.
Yeah, well, me too. Andy, right? It's his name, right?
Sorry?
Andy is
Andy, yeah.
Yes.
Andy.
So so Andy has been doing a few logos for us as well. Just hello Pontus, this is a new one. How do you like it? And I always get really stressed, like, what? This has to be used. I just don't know when. So.
Oh yeah, you are talking about the last FairLight logo he did. It's it's a very it's very nice logo, and yeah. But
I managed to squeeze in one of his logos in the opening screen for the crack we did together with T-Rex for alternate reality. So
Yeah.
I have been able to use at least one of the stuff that he has been donating to us. So thanks, Andy.
And he's a machine. He's doing a logo every week, I think. Every day, maybe.
Okay, number 12. Oh, this is hemorrhoids again, and this is by Made by Made of ScoopX.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have to know that Made starts with hemorrhoids. He started his Amiga graphic with hemorrhoids. So I'm very proud of that because Made is for sure one of the best uh,
Mm.
graphic artists of all times, and I'm also proud of his Emirates logo because I got it in stickers also, and it's for sure the best Amiga Emirates logo we have.
Great, great. We're now getting closer and closer to top 10 here. So now we're 11. Genesis Project by Razorback.
Yeah,
Also very unique style, very distinguishable and also very unique. A classic one. I've seen a number of stickers of those as well. So the yeah, and I met him as well. He was at FairLight this year and also last year.
okay. It's I like this Razor logo because it's the bevel of the 3D letters. You
Mm,
know, it gives imposing look, and
mm,
of course, it's he choose beautiful colors,
mm.
and it's quite. It could be simple, but it's finally massive, and also the details inside. You know, with the light at the center going to the to outside. It's for me, it's a perfect logo.
Yeah, yeah. Great work. Number 10. This one
Wow.
is Flashback by Tanis, 1993 from the demo TCB.
Yes. So
Let's
TCB means the Care Bears. It's probably one of the most famous crew on the Atari ST2. Tanis was the main graphist, and this logo is
okay.
probably
So TCB is the group and
exactly
Flashback is the demo name. Okay, I got that
totally
wrong.
right. Exactly, yeah. TCB is the crew. It's they are Swedish also. Very, it's strange that you didn't hear so much Atari ST crew on Sweden because there was one of the best crew on the Atari ST was from Sweden, and Tanis was is probably one of the best graphician of all time, and in just 16 colors because you know that it's only 16 colors on the Atari ST. So this is 16 colors. On the
Mm,
twist rendering of
mm,
the gold letters,
mm,
it's a real eye catcher. You
mm.
know, I never saw this kind of quality of twisted gold letters.
Well chosen palette, if because I mean it looks like a lot more colors than that. So yeah, well done.
Yes.
Number 9, First Love by Mick of Dune, and this is Atari ST 2021. Yeah, where is this from? It looks like it's from a demo.
Yes, it's from a demo. First Love is now a famous demo. It's quite new because it's 2021. It's from the Overlanders. The
Mm,
Overlanders is known under OVR crew. They come back so in 2021 with a huge demo called First Love. The First Love was winning of the Silly Venture Party and also to the Meteorics.
Mm.
I don't know if you know the Meteorics trophy. It's a trophy for the demo set.
Ah, oh yeah, I know that.
I
I
don't know
know
if I
that.
spelled it right. Sorry for my. I
No, no.
apologize for my accent or my bad English again. But Meteorix, it's so they get the Meteorix 2 years ago. It's quite a great performance for Natalie Crew because most of the time it's the nominees are also Amiga
Mm.
or Commodore 64. But this time it's so I'm very proud of them. I'm also about Mick because for another little story, the group Overlanders who did this demo was looking for the best graphic ever on the Atari ST at the moment. And they contact me and I say, wow, you have to choose Mick. So Mick did a production with them and they did all the graphic.
Oh,
So I encourage you also to check this demo, First Love. It's pure beauty of design and unquote. And music also, of course. We did jazz music is it's totally a pure beauty and I'm happy they win the highest
mm.
trophy of the demo scene, the Meteorix.
Yeah, and one of the few where everybody competes against everybody else, all platforms and all formats and all everything. Super.
That's what, yeah.
We're getting to number 8, and this is not color again. This is On Fire by Critical.
Yeah, so Critical is German. It's a friend of mine. We talked so often on the Facebook. He did also it's a logo machine. He did logo every day for his work and every evening and night for the demo scene. He's a full-time logo man. It's incredible. I love every logo. Yeah, he did, and on this one he was in fire as the name of the demo
Oh,
because it's on fire is the name of the demo where you can see this logo,
okay.
and the letter have great movement and the school fit perfectly in my point of view. So fire.
And bending and twisting characters, as we know that you now love. Disturbs me. Critical was referenced somewhere recently. I just don't remember. He has been mentioned in a conversation I had over the last few weeks. So I just don't remember where.
I can help you, I think, because Critical is, I think, the most active graphician of the demo scene. Actually, he created a new crew, artist crew called Sweet 16.
Okay.
Maybe it's this, and he now got the members of this crew are the top graphician of the moment. So you have Jade
Mm.
inside of this crew.
Mm.
I know maybe you know that because I think Facet just joined them
Okay.
and they signed S16. That means that you work normally in 16 bits computers,
Mm.
and most of the time they try to use only 16 colors.
Okay. No, it was
Even
it was the letter CK I saw, and somebody explained that that was what it was, and I didn't know. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I need to think
I think
about
I
this.
explained you that last time we have a talk. I say
Okay.
CK because it's easy to say CK. I like to call him CK than Critical, but it's important to me to have him here because he did also many demo scene logo gallery, DLG logo. He helped me most of the time when I need him. He's always here. So big up.
Super, super. 7. Yes, yes, yes. Angel Dawn.
Yeah. Another FairLight logo. Yeah, yeah. This logo is one of the most iconic on the Amiga scene.
Yeah.
I think you agree.
This is the first FairLight logo here, right? Have we seen any of the? I know
Are going to have
there
more
might
later. Yeah. I
there
think you
might
have
be
more
one
later.
later.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. But there's another one is in my selection. So, but it becomes later, I think. So.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been chasing Angel Dawn because I don't know him and I don't have any contact with him and I asked a number of people who know him, but they just pass my details and he never gets back. So it's also one of the guys I would like to interview for FairLight TV because he has been doing a number of really great logos. There is I think it's a 3-star logo that sort of resembles. The style is a bit like this one as well, but yeah, I really love this one.
Red sector, you have a 3-star red sector, yeah, in 2 parts, looking a little bit like this one, but this one is unique, and also I think that it was later remade on a PC by desktop
Yeah.
in 2004, and you have also a version by Louis
Yeah.
on C64.
Yes. And there is also the remake. There is a remake as well. I don't know if that was the one you referenced, but there is a shop called FairLight. It has nothing to do with us. It's a shop in Rome, and they use this logo, a variant of this logo, and it pisses me off beyond my.
Yeah. I have without authorization, I guess, no? Yeah, no authorization, and
they are not authorized by us, but he actually registered the brand FairLight in Italy, so there is no way we can legally touch him. He's just an asshole.
It's Italy because I can't remember. I was thinking it was in Spain, computer store in Spain, but maybe it's in Italy, or maybe
the one I think of is in Rome. I have had a number of people sending me, "Oh, look what is here," and I got totally bonkers every time that people show it to me. But yes, let's not get into negative thinking because Angel Dawn has done a great job by this logo.
This logo is incredible, and I have nothing to say more than it's a true legendary logo, and our dreams come true.
Yeah, and with Gaston's intro with the sound starting it off, it's also legendary on the Amiga. So yeah, great. Number 6, God by Jade. Atari ST, also a rather modern one. This is from 2021.
Yep. It's quite new. It's Jade from. It's one of our graphician in Emirates also.
Okay.
He did this logo for a mega demo. We try to organize with the rest of the active demo crew on the Atari ST.
Yeah.
It's a pity, but the scene is going smaller and smaller, and it's hard to have a new production. And we got the idea to do a collective production. As you probably know, on Atari ST, you have a mega demo can be with a character who is running on like in a game, and it can open doors. When you each doors it is a guest screen, and every crew can have a door, and that's a homage, a tribute, in fact, for this kind of mega demo on Atari ST. So good old doors, it's God, and I love the feeling of this Indiana Jones. You know, it's like the temple of Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
The feeling of his logo. Jade is an incredible artist, and I'm very proud of this logo. It is not really released yet, but we just have presented quite fast in the end of our production, just a teaser. But hopefully we are going to release finally this huge production. It's quite hard, you know, to have a demo, several groups working on the same prod, and we have whole family stuff and working. We are busy, and anyway, it's delayed for the moment.
Right. Well, I mean, for me, the door concept for me is Lazy Jones. There is a very old game on the C64 where this little guy runs around and he goes into doors, and then there are mini games inside each of those doors.
Totally, and many on this kind of mega demo, you have it's like how do you say it's like in a game. So you can enter the doors, and it's a scrolling main menu. Yeah, you have a main menu, and this main menu got the several parts, and yeah, it's I don't know why never on any other scene did that. So it's very parts of the Atari scene, and that's important to. It was important for us to tribute this kind of demo.
Great. We are now on to number 5. Complex by Gremlin, Amiga 1992. And this is also the twisted characters, somewhat broken, and yeah. I knew you would love this one, because this is something you absolutely like.
Exactly, the stone blocks explosion, and the frog has a character inside, and the wood aspect also is very well done, and also Complex is a great name for a crew, so it's a must-have logo.
Super.
But you know that it's a pity that the artist never released anything after this logo. I search on the web, and I think this is his last logo on the GFX, and it was in 1982. Sometime I'm trying to explain if I'm trying. Sorry, I'm trying to know where those guys went, because this with this kind of quality graphics, it can work in every games industry, or I don't know, in a professional way. So it's always a mystery from the end of the Sinners.
Great. So if you know this guy, please post it in the comments, and we can try to reconnect with him. Okay, we're now on number 4. The FairLight, the legendary logo. So this was done by Voodoo. And again, I take the liberty of explaining this. So on the C64, as also on Nintendo, you would have tiles, so a fixed font, and you can redraw the font. So in this font, Voodoo redrew 2 characters. One is a horizontal one, and one is a vertical one. So it's actually blocks of horizontal or vertical, and then he built the logo out of that.
Okay. I
But
think you
what you also see here, which I need to point out, is that the bar that you see behind, it's actually not normally you would have like color bars, but this is a sprite. This is or a set of 7 sprites that is circulating. And the way to tell is that if you look really, really closely here, and I will zoom in, it's a bug in the VIC that when you have the 4 colors, sprites will have a priority over the background, or the background will, or the characters will have priority over the sprites. But there is a bug. This 3rd color here in dark red always has a lower priority than sprites. So even if you try to have the sprites going behind, it will cut between colors 2 and 3 here. So this is not intentional. This is a VIC bug. Normally it would be a red bar all the way down here, but the sprites are cutting through that.
Yeah, when you watch this intro, it's magic, you know. And I have 2 questions about this logo.
Yeah.
The first one, I hope you will be agree. You know, last week a guy on Facebook print in 3D this logo.
Yeah.
And we are several interested in buying it,
Yeah.
you know, to have it on our desk.
Yeah.
And he says, I need the authorization of Bacchus. So please say yes.
I've already said yes, and we are
okay.
we are scheduling an interview where he will show them, so we can see all of his productions. So, of course, this is absolutely fine. I don't fancy that people take our logos and print shirts. If they do it for themselves, then so be it, but not sell them. That would be infringement. But I mean, if you're doing something that we don't, like 3D printing, then just go ahead. Just send me a copy of whatever you do, and we're good.
Okay, great.
So Voodoo is Kresten. He didn't do very much after this. He did a few intros and did a small demos for the group, and then yeah, he still lives in Denmark, and I've been in contact with him a few times. So yeah, cool guy as well. Great. What could possibly be better than this one that qualifies for being number 3? Let's see. This is number. Yes.
There's something because you explained exactly how it was coded. You know, the effect of the green bar. It reminds me that I need to do a GIF logo in action with it. So I will post it soon on DLG Facebook group.
Yes. Sensor.
Wow.
By Mirage. Yeah. Again, guys, this is 16 colors. 16 fixed colors. You cannot choose the ones that best fit you. You have to make do with the 16 colors you have to choose from. Sensor design, this is from Comaland, right? And that was a collaboration between Sensor and Oxyron. Yes, that's it. Let's see if we can scroll here.
Sensor and the O with the flower. It's a great idea also, and it's a true work of art. It's difficult to explain, but it's
freaking amazing. It's
art. And I try to count the number of screens. I count 5 screens. I don't know if I'm right, but it's I count 5 screens.
Yeah, that makes sense. I couldn't say if that's exactly true, but I mean, it would be around there. So
I'm very curious to know how many hours it takes to Mirage to draw it, but
yeah, I don't know him, so I couldn't ask. But if you know Mirage, then let us know, and he can answer that.
But But you know the things is also that this logo came scrolling from left to right,
Mm.
and same thing. It's a slap in your face. It's so massive.
Yeah. Great. Let's go for number 2. This is RSI, Red Sector Incorporated, without the three star one. So this is before the collaboration, I guess.
Exactly. It's from the first mega demo, the mega demo of Red Sector.
Yeah.
Red Sector. And
I guess this is Eddie, the character from Metallica, right? So
exactly the logo with Eddie from you know it's a well-known character from Iron Maiden
Iron Maiden.
uh,
Yes, sorry.
art. Yeah, and at this time, I don't know in Commodore 64 scene if it was the same, but on 16-bit scene, we got many influences with the hard rock,
Mm.
and we got a lot of copy of hard rock logos. Um, Aerosmith, for example, or anyway, many crew, and Eddie was used in several production, but this one is, of course, the first one, and the character fits perfect with the blood, you know, the blood on the letters, and I also leave the loading. You see the loading
Yeah.
letters because this is during the, um, the loading screen, and the flame is moving also.
Mm.
So I
Okay.
have to do a GIF in action also. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, well, on C64 we had a number of edits as well. I guess that Sensor did a number of edit pictures in their demos. During a period of time, there was always a big picture of Eddie somewhere. So, yeah, we did have our
Yeah.
share of edits. Okay, let's go for number 1. Numero uno. It's a
Okay.
Demoscene logo gallery logo.
It's a
That's
self.
that's a bit meta to have a logo making marketing for a logo collection.
Yes, everything, everything is well thinking today, you know. And so this logo is a cooperation by Critical, so CK as we and Rue. You say, I don't know if you
Ah,
say Rue like in French. I don't know how I don't know Rue exactly. I know only CK, and I tried to be in touch with him, but I didn't get the contact even through CK. But I'm very happy of this logo because it's, as said before, it's a wall style. You know, it's and the Rue and the CK got influences from the graffiti movement, and this one is for me incredible. The D, the L, and the G is so well fits so well, and the letter is quite maybe difficult for everyone to see. But what do you think about this logo?
I can see why this hits a home run with you. It's the bent metal, it's very difficult to read, but eventually, yeah, that's probably what it says. And I've sort of kind of gotten a grasp of what you really like, and I can tell that this is sort of the style that hits home with you.
Correct. Yeah, I love this one. So it's this is my favorite because it's the crew and the Facebook group I create.
Mm.
So just would like to say hello to all the members of the Musin Logo Gallery, and also to the all the members of DLG crew. They do every day an incredible work, and I thank them every day. I'm very happy and hope we are going to celebrate the 5th anniversary. So be ready for the first, so June 1st. It will be the 5th anniversary of DLG, and we are going to try to do something special.
Super. Thank you so much for the time. We're approaching 3 hours here, so this will be a long watch, but hopefully everybody will appreciate it. And if there are parts that, well, it's very late to tell them how they should watch it, that they can scroll back and forth. But anyway, Stranger, thank you so much for the time and the effort of selecting them and the passion which you have described. And again, I'm absolutely baffled why you are saying that your English wouldn't be good enough for this. I mean, you have spoken for 3 hours where searching for words like 3-4 times. That's I mean, a native would search for a word more times than you did. So thank you so much, and I'm really, really glad you participated in this. This is going to be a great episode.
You're really welcome, Bacchus. It was a real challenge for me, and I'm happy to manage to do it anyway. So another time, apologize for the English and the accent, but I'm French, you know.